Welcome back to Let's Play the Capo 2. I got off subject many times in the previous part, didn't I? So let's try to actually stay on track this time. Wataru had talked to Tsugunami the other day about the 7 mysteries of Kazami Academy.
じゃじゃじゃーん。これが杉並教授が教えてくれた。この学園にまつわる怖い話。
Wataru took a stack of papers from his bag and spoke with a creepy voice.
結構怖いから注意して読めよ。
You called that a creepy voice? Now this is more of a creepy sounding voice than something like that, maybe a little over the top. But it's better than your beautiful voice, you stupid person. No, I can't really do one either. Well, maybe the evil blackboard one could do. I wonder if it has any of the ones I've heard. You know, it'd be funny if Wataru did start speaking like that. It's like, I'm using this voice all of a sudden. Wait, now you're suddenly speaking English.
お前どんなの知ってんだ?
I don't know much. I've heard the one about the forbidden bathroom door. It's a pretty standard story, so it's probably in there.
似たような話なら入ってるぞ。ただやたら具体的なのが杉並らしいけど。
He always goes into excruciating detail when he's researching something.
ちなみに俺が個人的に調べてきたやつは一個も入ってなかった。
Which one did you research? Maybe I'd heard of some of them.
確かピクニックの神様に夏への扉、木琴の貝にバナナの恐怖。
These all sound ridiculous. Huh? Those didn't sound scary at all. Well, the last one would be absolutely terrifying to Amikaze, but you've got to be kidding.
ふざけてないってマジで聞いたんだって。なんだよその呆れたような目はよ。
It's just, you never cease to amaze me.
由緒正しい話だって聞いたんだけどな。
Well, Kasami Academy is a pretty old school, after all. It's had plenty of time to pick up all kinds of weird stories, I guess.
かもな。まあ、とりあえずそれ読んでみろよ。
Okay. I started reading through the papers that Wataru gave me. Let me see. The first mystery of Kasami Academy, the Bloody Melody. Piano starts playing itself in an empty music room. Typical.
そう思うだろ？でも、その現象に遭遇したやつの末路とかが怖いんだって。
Really? I went back to reading. Let me see.
女生徒が大切なものを学園に忘れてしまったことがあったそうです。どうしても今夜中に必要なものだったので、少女は意を決して真夜中の学園に忍び込みました。夜中の学校はひっそりとして怖かったのですが、少女は勇気を振り絞って教室にたどり着き、一安心した少女が帰ろうとすると、どこからともなくピアノの旋律が流れてくるではありませんか。どうやらピアノは音楽室から聞こえてくるようです。
What was she playing? Well, it, her, he, whatever.
こんな時間に誰が演奏しているのだろう。
Well, I've done that before, but in a school, no.
気になった少女は音楽室を覗いてみることにしました。するとどうしたことでしょう。音はすれどもピアノの演奏者の姿は見えません。注意深く見てみると、血にまみれた真っ赤な手だけが鍵盤を狂ったように叩き続けていたのです。少女は知りませんでした。昔ピアノのコンクール会場に向かう途中で交通事故に遭い、不慮の死を遂げた女生徒がいたということを。その少女の無念が血まみれの手となって音楽室に現れていたのです。
You know, this kind of story, you know what it reminds me of? Any of you remember watching Goosebumps? I remember this one episode with like a piano teacher and there's like this creepy ghost playing that the piano turns around, and I remember it being freaky as all hell, but if I looked at it now it probably wouldn't be. But seriously man, I'm just like getting flashbacks to that.
まるで行けなかったコンクールに参加しているかのように。
Actually, there's even a similar thing in Clock Tower 3. I've never played Clock Tower 3, but there's like something a little similar to that.
少女はただ呆然とその血にまみれた手を眺め続けていたと言います。翌日から少女の様子がおかしくなりました。
Well, actually, not very similar, but it did have a ghost playing piano.
顔は青白くなり、生気が全くなくなってしまったのです。何を聞いても返事をせず、まるで人形のようだったと言います。そして夜になるたび、毎日のようにどこかへ出かけていくのです。心配した両親は真夜中出ていく娘の後をつけていくことにしました。たどり着いたのは風見学園。少女は音楽室に入り、狂ったように鍵盤を叩いていました。両親は驚きました。少女は幼い頃から一度もピアノなど弾いたことはなかったのですから。にもかかわらず、物悲しげな旋律を激しく弾き続ける少女の姿を見て、両親は青くなりました。少女の手は血にまみれていたのです。少女は両親がいくら止めてもピアノを弾き続け、爪が剥がれ、指の骨が折れてもひたすら鍵盤を叩き続けていたということです。
How in the hell could you play so freaking much until your freaking fingers like get worn to the bone and start breaking off? Well, the nails. Well, I suppose if you went like too far, it's just like bang 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 bam 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 bam. But if it's just like so like sure, your fingers would get tired, but I don't know about that.
どうだ
That's so creepy!
な
Well, I'll give you points there. It's a little cliche, but it is a decently creepy story. No way that's a true story. It can't be.
メールで杉並から送られてきたんだけどさ、そん時俺うちに一人でさ。
So she became possessed by the ghost who had piano recitals but died and wanted to complete this piece. Woo!
めちゃ怖かったっちゅうねん。
Wow, so there are 6 more stories like this?
そういうこと。
So, are they like gonna like troll everyone there and just like have like a puppet kind of hands come down banging on the piano randomly with blood on it? It's like, ah! You son of a bitch! This is crazy.
なあ、この学校どうかしてるよな。
It was a little depressing, really. I continued reading through the 6 remaining stories. Wait, they didn't say what actually happened to the girl, though. It just simply said that she kept playing and playing and playing until, like, her freaking fingernails just, like, started to break off. I mean, it didn't say, like, oh, and then she died. I mean, there was no real conclusion, really, was there? There wasn't a conclusion where it's just like, and then her parents bitch slapped her and said, snap out of it, and she snapped out of it, or she just continued that forever and ever until she died. Which doesn't really make sense if they've already figured out where she is. Wouldn't they, like, get someone to actually do something about it? It's just like, we need to freaking take her to get professional help. Something is wrong with our daughter. She just keeps coming to the school and playing this haunted melody over and over again in a trance-like state. It's freaking us out. We need to freaking exorcise these demons. It's not a demon, sir. It's just a ghost that wants to play piano. Why did she possess our daughter, though? I don't know. Maybe, I know she was the only one there. I don't know. The moaning anatomy model, the horror of the old incinerator, the girl on the roof, the children in the entranceway, the rumor of the mirror, and the forbidden girl's bathroom. There's always a bathroom one, isn't there? Was it Hanako of the bathroom or something like that? I can't remember. There's always like horror stories about the bathroom. It's just like, oh, is it freaking going to a freaking I remember this one time years ago. I was quite young at the time, so it freaking scared the crap out of me. I was like in the toilets in the school, and the door wouldn't fucking open. It freaked me the fuck out. I was like, no! Just like crying and screaming like a little bitch, which I was at the time. But wouldn't you? You're stuck in this freaking toilet in the school, and just like you can't freaking open the door because it's stuck. Eventually someone was able to open it from the other side, but that scarred me for life, honestly. I never trust public toilets ever again. Whenever I see the door closed, I'm just like, be quick about it, be quick about it. It's just, goddamn, I hate freaking public toilets. They were all pretty scary. These are scary, they even freak me out. I don't know if the girls can handle them.
でも事前にこの話を聞かせてその場所に向かうってかなり盛り上がると思うぜ。
We looked at each other and smiled. It's like, what an evil idea. Brilliant. While it was light out, we visited the 7 scary spots and left behind tokens. And next thing you know, it turns out to be real. And then it's like, oh shit, 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 shit. At night, we would break up into teams and head out to retrieve them. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet Tsuganami is planning to frigging troll everyone. Music room. So that piano all along actually has an important role. Nobody ever seemed to play it in this entire thing so far, but now we'll finally get a part. Science room. We haven't seen the science room before. The roof. In the front of the mirror, hanging over the main school landing. The entranceway. The old incinerator. Man, it wouldn't be really difficult to come up with a horror story for an incinerator, really, would it? Or the girls' bathroom as well. I mean, these are the type of locations where it's kind of simple to actually be able to come up with a horror story for, isn't it? We stopped by each location and left a token there. After reading those stories, I was scared to go there, even in the daylight. That's the thing. You could make up something, and then you're just like, you know it's not real, but it's the idea of it so creepy that you partly believe it. It's weird, isn't it? The 7 mysteries were really scary. They were so scary we only got to hear one of them. Wataru was clearly imagining the possibilities that the night held in store. I forced out a smile and also hoped for a chance to have a lucky accident with someone. Lucky accident? Later we headed for the music room for our usual scheduled practice with the girls. Is it gonna be like... Yep, it is. Nanaka was the last one to show up, but seriously, when I played that friggin' part back, I was literally playing the exact same chords. Sure, I add another chord, but it's just power chords, that's all it is. Like... Let me check, actually. No, it's not that. Yeah, I think 577. I don't really know the name of the power chord itself, and 81010. If that makes any sense to you, probably not. But that's all it seems to be, is just back and forth between those. Nanaka was the last one to show up. With the band assembled, we went through the usual stuff over and over again. I was finally starting to feel comfortable with my guitar. I could even start working out my solo in the middle of the song. I could play a solo over this. In the previous part, when I just like randomly just went off with like a little kind of guitar, that kind of thing, like... It's quite nice to play along to it a bit, but this is an LP of a visual novel. You can't really go that far off track. We were starting to play as one. I had never felt so good. Today was the last day of the year, but I wanted us to stay like this the next year too. I wanted to always stay close with them.
Hi, juice だよ。
Thank you. ありがとう。
Just like thank you and arigato. We thought we'd thank you in both English and Japanese for no particular reason. I still don't know why they do that. After playing for a while, we decided to take a break. We went and bought some drinks from the vending machine. Randomly just for something. You know, with like people who, like, it could be anyone that just watches anime in general. You could like watch one anime and then suddenly someone would just be like, oh, fucking weeaboo. What? Just because you watch anime it makes you... What the fuck does that even mean? I still don't really understand it. And then you're just like, it's always the Japanese. What about other cultures though? There are bound to be plenty of people who have obsessions with other cultures that aren't Japanese. So why is the Japanese one the only one that really seems to get a name? Like, what would you call someone that's obsessed with Italian culture, or Russian culture, or Korean culture, or Brazilian culture, or African culture, or American culture, English culture, Scottish culture, Welsh culture, Canadian culture, Mexican culture? You know, they don't seem to have any names that I know, but it's always the Japanese. Why is that?
今年の練習もこれが最後だね。
I don't know why I just thought of that randomly there.
そんな言い方すると本当に最後みたいだよ。そうだね。じゃあ今年の練習はこれで終わりだけど、来年の練習は明日から。
No, wait, it's kind of like, it's just like, now! You can't show any interest in any other cultures! Nationalism for the win, motherfuckers! You must only like your own country. Fuck all the other countries, they all suck. That's kind of the impression I get half the time when it comes to that. It's like, you're showing an interest in a culture that isn't your own? You traitor! Fuck you! I like my country, but I also have interest in other countries as well, you know. We're not taking off for New Year's Day.
それも困る。
そうだぞ白川。なんてったって今夜から明日にかけて大盛り上がりなんだからな。
そうだった。ねえ、七不思議の話って怖いの？
Oh, you're probably gonna piss yourself.
私たちが知ってるのと同じかな。
I'm not telling you until tonight. You guys don't know all of them, do you? They looked at each other and shook their heads. This is going to be interesting.
すごく怖かったらどうしよう。その時はチャンス。なんちゃって。ねえ、コインどこに隠したの？この音楽室にもすでに隠してあるんでしょ？
それもお楽しみ。先に隠した場所教えたらつまんないじゃん。
そっか。でも気になるよ。
Oh, that's the annoying thing, isn't it? When you just like, someone's just like, I'm not gonna tell you this, you'll just have to wait until find out. You're just like, ah, god damn it, the curiosity! Ah!
ねえ、早くコインを見つけなきゃ怖いよ。
We worked ourselves up talking about the test of courage that night. It really does remind me of Little Busters, man. They had the exact same thing. What's-Our and I kept teasing them about how scared it was going to be. Thing is, was this game visual novel released before Little Busters or after? Actually, I'm gonna check. Well, how about that? Capo 2 was released a year earlier than Little Busters, so if anything, this should be like Little Busters that reminds me of this, but I went for Little Busters before this, so yeah. I wonder if Little Busters got any influence from this visual novel, you never know. What's-Our and I kept teasing him about how scared it was going to be. Though I have to admit the stories Tsukunami sent us really were creepy. Heck, we don't even know what he's got planned, probably. We never know what he's up to.
で、どうする今夜？何時頃どこで集まる？
Wataru's question reminded me. I was supposed to invite everyone to my house for dinner. About that. I was wondering if you guys could come to my house for dinner tonight.
よしゆきくんのお家？
Where there's delicious food?
ほうほう。
Yeah, I told Aunt and Yume about tonight. They want to join us for the shrine visit and test of courage.
ほー！ますます両手に鼻でいいじゃないか。
Really?
そうだよ。それナイスアイデア。
Just the thought of it is probably like making him want to nosebleed and collapse. Well, ignoring the harem comment, what do you girls think? Audrey thought that we could all eat soba noodles for dinner.
んな一緒で楽しいよ。そうだね。人数多い方が楽しいしね。賛成。私も。
I don't even have to ask you, Wataru.
当然だ。ああ、大晦日でも朝倉美人姉妹に会えるなんて。よしっけ、お前が友達でよかった。
What's that supposed to mean?
そうと決まれば準備しなくっちゃ。そうだね。なんか手土産でも持っていこう。
ますます賛成。はあ、盛り上がってきた。
We decided to run through the song one last time while we were still fired up. We all genuinely enjoyed performing together. Deep inside, I prayed that we could spend the next year together too. Man, if I had a band, that would be awesome. Because I'd actually be able to play the songs I wrote and maybe even more and just jamming and stuff. It'd be awesome. A bit later, practice was over and we all decided to go home first to get ready. Everybody was coming to my house at 7 p.m. What should I do for now? Let us see. It is... what choice to take? Well, I think it's kind of obvious, don't you? Where are we on the walkthrough anyway? Okay, it's the first choice of this day, I see.
今晩楽しみだね。
Me too. I hoped it would become a good memory for us. Nanaka and I were picking up a few things in the shopping district to prepare for the evening. What are we getting?
お菓子とジュース。
I think Yumi's taking care of that stuff.
あれ、そうなの？じゃあ、待てよ。ケーキとかでもいいかも。
Nanaka scampered off towards her favorite cafe. I followed her. The store was filled with the smell of fresh pastries. I keep forgetting which pronunciation is correct, I don't know why. While we were waiting, I heard a familiar song on the radio. They're playing this song a lot lately. We can't hear the actual song because... I don't know.
ああ、これ、トップチャートに入ってたよ。
Or maybe it's an actual song and that's why they're avoiding having it play. They were just an indie band a few months ago. Now they're so popular. Now they're gonna be like, all their regular fans are gonna be like, they sold out, man. I don't like them anymore. I wonder if we could get that popular someday. It was ridiculous, but I blurted the words out without thinking. Nanako laughed at me.
まずはオンコロで優勝しなきゃ。
If I were in a band and the band became famous, I don't know, man. I'd be kind of like, take a look at the band Queen, for example. Even in their prime and all that, there was always one member that noticeably didn't speak much and kind of like stayed out of the spotlight. John Deacon, the bass player. He contributed quite a bit to the band, really. He wrote quite a few of their best songs. And like, you can't deny that some of his bass work is just freaking awesome. A Kind of Magic, the simple but effective Another One Bites Dust, Under Pressure, that one's simple as well but really effective, and just stuff like that. But you never really see him like, you know, going into the spotlight like the other three would. I'd be kind of like that. Even if I was like the lead guitarist, just be like, doesn't lead guitarist usually try to steal the spotlight? He's like, no, I'll just stay in the background, just like... You're right. I wondered if we might hear our song on the radio someday. Nothing wrong with having a dream, at least. Anaka began singing along to the song on the radio. I'm surprised you're going along with this. Doing the show, I know how much you hate singing in front of an audience.
そうだね。
Nanaka smiled mischievously at me and went back to looking at cakes. You know, like I've said, I sing like an idiot in my videos a lot, but if I was singing and someone else is in the room, I wouldn't be able to sing. Why? I'm very shy. Despite, like, being able to sing like an idiot in these recordings, you know?
それとこのモンブランと、あとこっちのいちごロールケーキをテイクアウトで。
Yes, ma'am.
オンコロに出るのはやっぱり思い出が欲しかったから。
Really?
よしゆきくんとココと板橋くんとの楽しい思い出。
I nodded in agreement with her.
それに
Huh? What could it be? There was something sad in the way she smiled.
私の歌を待っててくれる人もいるから。
What?
なんでもない。
Suspicious. Are you ready to check out?
はい。
I think I know what she means by that, but I won't say anyway. The smile returned to its usual cheer, but if it happens, I'm just gonna be like, called it! She linked her arm in mine and drew closer to me. If it's not, then I'll just be like, ah, well, I was off there. Someone was waiting for her? I couldn't hear very well, but I think that's what she said.
今夜楽しみ。
Yeah. Oh well.
じゃあちょっと行ってくるね。
Huh? You have to go somewhere now?
ちょっとね、学園の仕事で。学園の仕事って今日は大晦日ですよ。そうなんだけどね、いろいろあるんだよ、僕にも。これから弟くんのお友達がみんなで来るからご飯作るんですよ。食べ。
Whoops.
残念だけどね。みんなは思う存分楽しんでね。
Oops again. When are you coming back?
多分2日頃になると思う。
She was as busy as always.
こんばんは。
She certainly never looks it though, does she?
ジャス。
えいっす。
Bang on time, my three friends showed up for dinner. They each brought a visiting gift.
みんないらっしゃい。ゆっくりしていってね。お邪魔します、吉野先生。じゃあよしゆきくん、僕は行くから。だからみんな僕の分まで楽しんでね。
任せてください。さくら先生の分まで楽しみますよ。
元気だね、板橋くんは。じゃあみんなよしゆきくんのことお願いね。
Randomly cut off at the last second. Why do I always do that? Sakura-san waved at us and left the house. We all lined up to see her off before heading back inside to eat.
お邪魔します。お邪魔します。
邪魔するで。
You're a weirdo, Wataru.
これお土産です。私も。
Coco and Anaka handed me their gifts. They had brought a selection of snacks, drinks, and cakes.
わあ、本当にありがとう。
これは私めから特別に先輩へ。
Wataru gave Otne a huge flower bouquet. What the hell?
ありがとう、板橋くん。
We all winced a little as Otne ruggedly accepted the flowers. After that, we chilled for a while in the house. We had originally been discussing going to the shrine before midnight, but we decided to ring in the new year at our house instead. With that, we set up the table for the feast. You know, if Suginami is like plotting things behind the scenes and is actually at the shrine right now, like setting stuff up, he's probably just like, oh, where are those idiots? Otne and I had cooked everything together. We let Yume be in charge of tasting. She said everything was good, but then she wasn't exactly a reliable source. I think it was probably okay though.
弟くん、これも運んで。
Okay. Coco and Anaka came into the kitchen.
何か手伝いますよ。私も手伝う。ああ、いいのいいの。お客様だから座ってて。でもなんかすごい豪勢ですね。
Otne did a great job.
嘘。弟くんだってすごい張り切ってたじゃない。 そういえば義行くんも料理作れたんだったね。
I can only make simple things, though.
簡単なものならねなんて言ってるけど、結構作るのよこれが。
There she is again with that kind of just like, yes, isn't he the greatest?
そしてどれも美味しいの。
I wish she wouldn't compliment me so much. I felt shy.
わあすごい。料理できる男の人って素敵。そうよね。
It was odd to see Nanaka and Otne so in tune with each other. They linked hands and nodded in perfect agreement.
それにしても量も種類も多いですね。みんな集まるなんてそうないじゃない。だからつい張り切っちゃって。
Otne boasted joyfully. Huh? What is it, Yume?
板橋さんが一人で寂しがってますけど。本当だ。
Oh yeah, we left him outside the house randomly for some reason. No, obviously not.
拗ねてる拗ねてる。
Just like, god damn it, I thought this was gonna be fun, and it turns out I'm just sitting here on my own again. Damn it! But Taro was peeking out from behind a pillow, glaring at us reproachfully. Loser.
みんなこっちに来てテレビ見ようよ。
We're watching the Discovery Channel. Look, there are insects with eyes like mine. Goku Nanaka, just do what he says so he'll stop whining.
了解。
They chuckled and went back to the living room to keep him out of our way. Soup's on.
たっくさん食べてね。
Otane placed dish after dish onto the kotatsu. Boiled vegetable salad and proteins. She even made some nice appetizers.
すっごい豪華。それにいい匂い。
美味しそう。これ全部乙女先輩と義行が作ったんだよね。まあね。
Wait, yeah, we did. We felt proud of ourselves. And right beside us was Yume forcing a smile.
私もちょっと手伝ったんですよ。そっか、すごい。
Coco warped her face in horror because she knew how terrible Yume's cooking was. The other two had no idea, so that pretty much confirms it then. Don't worry, Yume only taste tested. She didn't actually cook anything here.
そうなんだ。よかったかも。兄さん、何をこそこそ話してるんですか？
Yume glared at me with a smile that would scare the dead. No, it wouldn't. Oh shit. I'd rather not end the year in a body cast. I needed to change the subject. Oh, that's nothing. Anyway, heat up before it gets cold.
おう。
いただきます。いただきます。
We passed around plates of food and canned drinks. We laughed and chatted as we ate.
うめえ。すげえぜ義行。
I'm honored.
あがめる。
ねえ、ドレッシング取って。はいよー。テレビなんか見たいのありますか？私なんでもいい。
Meanwhile,
私も。今年忘れ東西お笑い祭りやってる。それ見たい。
俺はアイドル&女子アナ隠し芸大会が見たいぞ。
じゃんけん
パン。はあ、負けた。
やったー。ゆめちゃん4チャンネルにして。
you should have said there instead of being like, I lost, you should be like, no, best 2 out of 3.
わかりました。
俺のアイドルたちが。
If you don't want to lose, you shouldn't compete.
七中姫、CM の合間にチャンネル変えてもいいですか？
苦しゅうない。
Wataru prostrated himself before Nanaka. We laughed at his exaggerated reactions. 10 minutes later, Wataru was hooked on the comedy special. He didn't even remember to ask about changing the channel during the commercials.
面白い。ほんと。あ、この芸人さん知ってる。今すごい
No,
人気なんです
I
よ。
find it weird how they're all laughing at the same thing, because, I don't know, I just kind of get the impression that they probably all have different kinds of sense of humor.
そうそう。確かお笑いグランプリで優勝したんだよね。そうです。へえ。みんなよく知ってるのね。
The salad was all gone, but there was more in the refrigerator. I'll go get some more salad.
あ、お願いします。
Because we're all greedy
私も
bastards.
手伝うよ。
Oh, there it is.
ジュースも持っていこうか。
Yeah, do you have any more? Well,
私持ってきたのがあるから。
we brought another round of canned drinks out to the table. We also brought some fresh glasses. We placed them on the table one by one.
楽しい大晦日になってよかった。
Yeah, and the night's just getting started. Then they just end up forgetting entirely about the shrine. That's right. We still had the shrine visit and the test of courage. Okay, now you remember. We were going to send off the old year in style. Here's some more salad.
ジュースもあるよ。
That's how we will send off the year in style, with salad.
ここ、ウーロン茶ある？はいはい。
やっべ、面白いこいつら。
What is this, kid?
ああ、
We watched TV for a little while, just having fun. By the time the yellow and white song battle was on, all the food was gone. We also ate some New Year's soba. I was glad that everyone was full and satisfied after all our hard work.
洗い物は私たちでするよ。うん、任せて。
Then a Sims 2 notification comes up. It's just like, that was fun, we should do this again. The outing was successful. Coco and Nanaka retreated to the kitchen where they cleaned up the plates and pans for us. Well, it would be more party than an outing. The outing's coming up next, though. Such helpful girls. But then Yume went to the kitchen after them in order to prepare the snacks. They told me to sit and relax, so I settled in to watch the song battle with Wataru.
俺自身白組だけど、木組を応援するぜ。
It's my manly duty to root for a white team. I'd never actually watched a yellow and white song battle before. I don't even know what the hell it is. I usually watch fighting shows or variety shows on a different channel. Is it like some kind of competitive challenge that involves a bit of fighting then between teams or what? But it really was an old show. Having the women and men compete seemed really old-fashioned. I think good songs are good no matter what gender sings them in. No, it's absolutely nothing like I suspected then.
私の好きなバンドだ。見なくちゃ。ボーカル女の人だけど白組なんだ。
Coco and Nanaka finished their cleaning and came back into the room.
はーい。みんなが持ってきてくれたお菓子よ。
They lined the table with an array of sweets. Nanaka's cakes were there too. We started talking and laughing again as we went through the pastries. At last, the temple bell began to ring. Boom, boom. We heard it on the TV at least. They were showing live footage from some temple or another. The sound of the bell echoed through it. We heard the sound over and over again. At last, the moment came. Happy New Year! I'm the only one that could say it in English. Wataru and Nanaka pulled party poppers. Have a great New Year, you guys.
よろしくったらよろしく。
今年もお世話かけます。こちらこそ。
You know, the freaking sad thing with, New Year's really sometimes is just Happy New Year, hopefully it's better than this year. Because it's not as great as this year. No, this year was shit.
今年もどうぞよろしくね。よろしくお願いします。
We exchanged the traditional New Year's greetings, and then it was time to go to the shrine. At last. It's freezing. We all headed to the shrine. It was a shrine in my neighborhood where we always went for New Year's. It was a pretty big shrine, so there were lots of booths. They held summer festivals there too. It was a place full of memories for all of us.
兄さん、ちんたら歩いてたら置いていきますよ。
A laggard? Where did she learn a word like that?
うわ寒い。でも初詣はこんくらい寒くないとね。
そうよね。ただでさえ桜が咲いてるから風情がないものね。神社の方なんかもう賑やかだよ。ほんと。
We hurried towards the shrine.